In 2006, after the show, this little blonde-haired boy came walking up to me who appeared to be maybe 5 years old, going on 30, and just started talking as an adult. His name is Elian, and Elian liked magic tricks. And he told me what he liked about the show and also what he didn't like. That's Elian. I asked him if he would like to be on the show next year, so we arranged to do a magic trick together. This became a tradition. Eli and I would do a routine which was little magician versus big magician, and of course little magician has to win every time. So please welcome from 2008 a recording of Elian and Friend.
Presenting the amazing Elian. And Friend. So, Elian, did you bring your magic tube? Very good. Look, it's got the E on the front. Elian, okay. Did you bring your magic wand? Still no. Did you bring your magic hat? I thought we had a hat for you back there, my hat. No. Well, okay, since I'm the professional magician, I will loan you my hat, but just for this show. I don't know what happened here. Oh. There we go. All right. Keep that. There we go. Now just remember that I'm the professional magician. That one's E, it's Elian. This is M. It's my tube, all right? M, my. All right, here we go. Hit the music, maestro.
Singers for you now, doing a sweet little song, and it just encompasses everything I love about the Follies. It's a family act, and the song is just delightful. Please welcome the Levins.
I have a song by the entire Levin family. Well, most of the Levin family. Hannah, Wanda, and Rob are going to sing a song about the prune. Big hand for them, please.
Yeah, that little thing in the middle there is the center stage.
Center. Just centered.
No, yes.
All right, let me get out of your way.
Okay, and in financial news from Japan, ladies and gentlemen, the Bonsai National Bank is cutting back on some of its branches.
No matter how young a prune may be, he's always getting wrinkles. A baby prune is like his dad, but he's not wrinkled half so bad. We have wrinkles on our face, but a prune, he has them every place. No matter how young a prune may be, he's always getting wrinkles. Little pit inside the prune. Is it night or is it noon?
What's in there? What you doing?
Little pit inside the prune. No matter how young a prune may be, he's always getting stewed.
Thank you.
In the earlier days of the Follies, I often had local Brasstown people ask to be on the show, and of course I always said yes. This is Steve Midgett, who is a local person, and he asked me if he could be on the show and do a song, and I said, yes, of course. And shortly after that, he changed his mind and said, no, I'm not good enough to be on. And I said, of course you are, Steve. Please be on. And this went back and forth for days, and finally I convinced him to be on the show, despite the fact that he didn't seem to have the confidence that he thought he needed to be on the Brasstown Follies. I've included this because he just nails it. He knocks it out of the park. It has such soul and such heart in it. So please welcome Steve Midgett. When I first started emceeing the Follies a long time ago, I was really happy about the fact that we had not just campers on the show, we had town people who wanted to be part of the Brasstown Follies, which was wonderful. That's the history of the folk school, is that it was built by Brasstown people. So, and that sort of died away for some reason. I never figured out. But we're restarting it, and the performer told me, he says, this is the first time you've had a midget performer. What he meant was his name's Steve Midgett. He's going to sing a song for us. Welcome, Steve.
I have to tell you, my dad was a fabulous musician, and I didn't really share that talent, but he died last year, and he left me this guitar, and it kind of just sat in its case for, I don't know, till summertime, and I pulled it out one day and started playing it, so it felt important to come and play for you guys, because I just love this so much. So it's not really a happy song, but it's a Leonard Cohen song called Hallelujah. I heard there was a secret chord David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. A baffled king composing Hallelujah, 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 Hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. But she tied you to your kitchen chair and she broke your throne and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. 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 There was a time when you let me know what was going on below, but now you never show that to me, do you? But remember when I moved in you and the holy dove was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah. 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 Well, maybe there's a God above. All I ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. And it's not the cry that you hear at night, and it's not some fool says he's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Oh my God.
I've always been a huge fan of Johnny Carson, and of course one of the classic bits that Johnny Carson did was Karnak the Mystic. So I blatantly ripped it off and put it in the show. It became a tradition. I would do one every year. This was a perfect time for the audience to boo, and they took advantage of it. It's probably one of those acts that Burley referred to. What did you call it again?
Stinko.
Yeah. So, please welcome Mystic Carl.
I'll give you applause right now.
Where'd you get that, Carl?
Greetings. I am the Mystic Carl, the soothsayer of Clay County. I have in my hand envelopes. Envelopes with questions that people have written down, sealed in these envelopes, and have been in a pickle jar on Clay's Corner since Tuesday. Using only my incredible mental capacity, I shall now divine the answers to these questions. The first question. The answer is Faldy Raldy Raldy Row. Faldy-raldy, there's an echo in here. And the question is, what do you call the eggs from a faldy-raldy fish? Am I right? But of course, Mr. Carl knows all and sees all. The answer is YouTube.
YouTube.
The question was, what is the most common pickup line heard at a tuba player's single bar? YouTube. An infected yak fall in love with your sister. Another question. The answer to this question is broadband. Don't get ahead of me. The question was, describe the Miss Possum Drop Wind Symphony. A little esoteric for this group, I can see that. I am getting an impression now from the next question. The answer to the question was, or is, Jeff Warner, a yellow jacket, and the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Jeff Warner, yellow jacket, and a Hunchback of Notre Dame. And the question was, name a folk singer, a bad stinger, and a dead ringer. Oh! Obviously, Mystic Carl likes these more than other people. You should hear the ones we didn't use. And it's specifically because of the front row we didn't use those. The last question was, the answer is thunderous applause. And the question was, what are you going to give our next performer?
J.D. Robinson was on the show for many years, but we lost him in 2015. He was the head of the Brasstown Fire Department and was sorely missed. He taught here at the school, taught music classes. He sang, he played fiddle, he played guitar, he juggled. He was a man of many talents. And I had a lot of recordings, but I decided to pick this one of him singing, and I think it just is a nice tribute to J.D. Robinson.
And let's start right away with a big hand for J.D.
Is this one? How about now? Did it sound better on or off? So I sort of came to Brasstown as somewhat of a mystery. I didn't travel in this circle much before coming to town, and people continue to wonder what I did before I came here, and a little bit of background and history, which remains sort of a mystery. And I was on tour and was involved in a small altercation in Medicine Hat, Alberta, and was incarcerated for a time, and it all worked out really good. I not only received a last-minute reprieve, but a full pardon. And the Canadian government, they didn't exactly expel me from Canada, but they said, we're going to allow you to leave and request that you not return. So it actually ended up okay, but while I was there, I wrote this song. I kind of put it together, and it really sort of tells the story of where I was before I came here. Well, I was laying in my cell on death row when I heard the warden say, "You got one more day, one last meal before they carry you away. Now if we ain't got it, we'll have to go out and get it. And you don't have to go until we get back with it." So I thought real hard of all the things that I would like to eat. And then I say, well, give me 2 dinosaur eggs over easy, fried in butter, but not too greasy. Some mosquito knees, black-eyed peas, a little side bowl of butter bebop beans. I want 2 cross-eyed catfish and a female banana that I can't resist. Now go, you get my dinner, go. You get my dinner and you ain't gotta go out and get it, 'cause I ain't going till you get back with it. I want a cool mountain wrist and a fried rainbow, a rainwater cocktail and a breeze Alamo, a big old bowl of stewed moonbeams and a barbecued brick of chocolate ice cream. Now go, you get my dinner, go, you get my dinner. You ain't gotta go out and get it, 'cause I ain't going till you get back with it. Now go. This was a song about the last meal, not the Last Supper, but who amongst you knows what the last words heard at the Last Supper were? Okay, everybody get on this side of the table. We're going to take the picture.
Gail Beck was on the show many times and usually recited a poem or did a little comedy bit. I had to pick one, and in 2009 she performed this routine and it just floored everyone. I had to include it, so please welcome Gail Beck.
So, we're going to bring out Gail, who's going to give us a cautionary tale.
Hello?
Yeah, let me get it there.
Try it.
Hello? Hello. Everybody out there? I've come to tell y'all a story. I know you know what an urban myth is. You've probably heard of the disappearing hitchhiker. Well, there was a really scary one going around the internet a while back about a guy who passed out and somebody stole his kidneys. Well, that is an urban myth, but the story I'm going to tell you is not a myth. It's the truth. I know it because it happened to me. It began happening about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. I got up one morning and I was getting dressed and I glanced in the mirror and I noticed that somebody had stolen my thighs. And they had replaced them with thighs that looked like cold, cooked oatmeal. Lumpy. Now, how cruel is that? Those thighs have been with me a very long time, and I was pretty fond of them. So I spent the whole next summer looking for them. I had to buy me one of those old-fashioned bathing costumes to go to the beach and look. I found one in an antique store. Scratchy wool, yeah, awful. Well, I looked and looked, couldn't find it. So, you know, I just quit looking in mirrors for a while. And then let my guard down, and of course, they came and got my butt. Now, the one they replaced it with matched the thighs, lump for lump, except it was 3 inches lower. And I have a bonus belly now. Well, it gets worse from here. One day I was brushing my hair and I noticed the flesh under my arms was keeping time with the strokes of the So that's when I decided that I would come and tell my story. Women of the world, wake up. I can't fight the medical profession by myself. It's not plastic those surgeons are using. It's replacement body parts. The next time somebody tells you that they're having a facelift, you look really close and make sure, especially you young girls, that it wasn't lifted from you. I had a real scare recently, and that put a period to the whole thing. I decided to quit worrying about it. I woke up one morning, I was lying in bed, and I thought, oh my God, they got my breasts. I leaped out of bed and discovered that they'd been hiding in my armpits. So now I just keep them tucked in my waistband.
I didn't expect that either.